Hey guys, Alex here, and I'm going to be doing a Niffelheim Let's Play. Niffelheim is the debut game from developers Ladder Games, and we'll get straight into it now. It's an interesting one. Niffelheim is. It's like combined Salt and Sanctuary, the game, with Terraria in terms of its like resource gathering and crafting systems. Into 4 different world creations. We've got the ancient bear mound, the one-eyed wolf forest, the ice dragon wasteland, and more of the desert eagle. I think I'm gonna go for the ancient bear mound. And the AIs, I haven't really tinkered with the AI system, so I'm gonna just leave that at 0. I have played a little bit of this because there is a bit of a learning curve with Niffelheim. There's a lot of grinding in Niffelheim, to be honest with you. A lot of grinding. Let's get started. Basically, it's a 2D side-scrolling action adventure with heavy elements of exploration and a pretty deep crafting system, to be honest with you. A very deep crafting system. You can, well, this is your base, basically. You can upgrade it, upgrade the defense and the overall look of the base. Because throughout the game you'll get random attacks. Your base will get attacked, and you've gotta come back basically and defend it. I wanna click no on that, and no. There we go. You can go inside your base. Once you get inside, it's once you get inside, you've got different opportunities to create what's called workstations. So this workstation is the sawmill. The sawmill, you can basically upgrade your weapons, and that's basically the main game. The main aim of the game, sorry, is to gather your resources. Basically, just build your base. You get better armor through crafting, and basically that's it. So what I'm going to want to do first off is build a forge to see if we can get some better armor and equipment, because I played a bit of Niffelheim before. I played a few hours of it, so I'm not I wasn't completely a newbie at it, like. And I gotta say, it's very hard, very punishing if you don't like get your head down and crack on what you gotta do. Your starting weapons is your sword and shield and what looks like a club. When you come up against different creatures, like for example, like wolves, you come up with a load of different creatures. Wolves, like wild boars, bears, and even the wolves, which are the lowest level, can they can take so much health off you. It's ridiculous how much health that you get taken off you, and how much damage you actually deal. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna gather some resources here first. As you can see, we just chop down the tree and we get logs. Oh, so basically, I'm playing on the gamepad and not on the keyboard and mouse. Even with Niffelheim now, it's in an early access stage. So some features are not fully playable. And oh, there's a wolf. The combat system is pretty simple. You basically just hold down a button and just keep holding it down until the enemy's dead. Basically, you can guard with your shield, but to be honest, doesn't really seem to do much. You still take damage no matter what. So I I don't really block, to be honest with you. I just hold down the button and hope for the best. But as you can see on the top right, that's my health, and the red bar fills up through the portrait of your character. As you can see, I've only fought 2 wolves so far, and is over halfway, which is, you know, you gotta really prepare yourself when you go out into the wild, like to get your resources and build your base. There's also a weather system. I think for the early access, only this scenario is available. The frozen wasteland scenario. What I'm gonna do though, instead of making the furnace first, what I want to do is upgrade your base, because when your base gets attacked, if you don't get there in time and you let the base become destroyed, that's basically this session gone. You gotta create a new session, and no one wants that. All your hard work gone. So I didn't. So what we want timber and twigs. You can get twigs from cutting down trees as well. So we'll find some more trees to cut down. But yeah, this is a really interesting game. Niffelheim is, like I said, is hard, but it's addicting and fun at the same time. There's not much in terms of quests at the minute, because obviously it's still early access and features are gonna be added to it. But so far it is an excellent game. But my only gripe with it is the difficulty of the enemies and the healing systems, because you really got to spend the time to I got two wolves on me now. So you really got to spend the time preparing before you go out. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep on dying over and over and over again. Because like I said, I fought two wolves there, and I was almost half health. So you can only fight about 3 or 4 before you die, basically. 6, 9 to clay. I'm not too sure where I could get clay. There are dungeons in this game as well. There's a dungeon underneath your base, which basically you can use your pickaxe and you can mine. And I think that's where you can get your clay from. You can get it from other places, but the dungeons are just full of creatures. And like I said, if you don't prepare yourself, you're just going to keep coming back and forth. I say back and forth because that's with the death system. The death system is similar to Dark Souls, which basically you basically respawn back at your base, and you got to go back to your body, find your body, and sort of resurrect yourself. And well, just dying and having to go back to your body every single time is on its own not fun, very repetitive. But you also lose. If you see underneath the health meter, there's like a treasure chest, and that's your coins, and you'll use coins for crafting and such. And every time you die, I think it depends on how much you have. It like scales with how many coins you have. But I'm pretty sure at one point I was losing 50 coins for no, I'm not gonna fight him. 50 coins per death, and I only had a couple of hundred. So, but I did notice when my coins went down, it went down to about, well, I don't know, about 20, then 10, then 5. So I think it scales with how many coins you got. But so I need clay at the minute. So to do that, I'm gonna want to equip my pickaxe instead of the axe. So basically, I'm gonna go down to the base, my home base now. Go down into the dungeon, and we see if we get some clay, and then we can upgrade our base first off. So yeah, graphically as well, this game is really, really beautiful in terms of detail. Is hand drawn, all hand drawn. and so it's all hand drawn, and it looks overall really pretty. This game does, to be honest with you, very pretty. It's just sometimes, because it's early access, sometimes the game does play up a little bit with, in terms of there you go, in terms of the gamepad control. So I'm going to be using a conjunction of both here, to be honest with you, but you shouldn't really notice too much. So scattered throughout the world are dungeons like this, and basically you can collect anything in these dungeons. You'll have, like on the floor there, mushrooms. You'll have different foods dropped from enemies. You'll have chests with different loot in, so you'll have maybe resources, or you might find weapons or armor. You'll also find things called I can't think what they're called now. They're like little statues. Yeah, and basically they upgrade your like your base stats, like your speed, will temporarily get upgraded for 30 seconds or something like that. I think they're called relics. But you can find them scattered around the world as well. There's quite a deep, like, character progression system as well. If I quickly show you that. Basically, you've got all these different skills on the side, and how you level up each skill is basically by doing that skill. So obviously the warrior skill, you keep fighting enemies, it'll go up. As you can see, I chopped down a few trees, it went up. So if you go to sigils, you'll see the first sigil, Sigil of the Destroyer Spirit, total damage plus 20%. You've got to have 15 skills. Yes, you've got to have 15 stars basically before you can upgrade that. There's your health, defense, strength, critical hit, critical chance and skills, and you'll have your armor basically there. I just wanted to quickly show you that before I forgot. Have a quick look at my inventory, see if there's any clay. Yeah, there's some clay there, so let's go back to our base now. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of grinding involved. By grinding, I don't want to say repetitive, but it is sort of repetitive in a way. But it's fun at the same time. You know you want to do these things just because of the pure enjoyment you'll get from them. You'll spend hours just you know, hacking away at the game basically. This weather system as well, every so often you'll have like a heavy blizzard come past you, and it'll affect your walking speed like this. So that's a nice touch to the game. But we need 4 more timbers to be able to upgrade our base. So I hope, well, when you take too much damage as well, that walking speed you saw with that blizzard, that's how you will walk. If you take too much damage like this, look, and that's when the game sort of gets a bit frustrating. Because you'll be walking around like that basically. None of the healing items you just saw then, I had a healing item and it was plus 2 HP. I don't think anyone really, you can't really see anything happening. You know, you can't see the health bar going down or not. So that's my only sort of problem with the game, is something needs to be done about the you know, how to get food items, or how much health a food item heals you by, or alternatively, you know, the attack numbers could be altered. But yeah, we got 10, so that should be enough. Now we'll go build, and there we go. So you build a wooden blockhouse, protect the totem and your dungeons. So when they said about the AI at the beginning of the game, where you could choose AI, and you had what, 5 different islands. I think I haven't tested it out myself, but there's a multiplayer factor to this game, and I think the different, let's call them factions, can attack your base. That's what I would assume. Excuse me. And you've basically got to defend your base and destroy the other players, whether that be an actual player or an AI character. Right. I think what we're going to actually do is create a kitchen workshop, so we can get meats gathered from them little birds you saw running outside, and we can then. That's convenient. So we just need timber. That's alright. That was the kitchen, wasn't it? Yeah. So with the kitchen, all the meat you can gather from the enemies outside, from the little birds. I think you saw some sheep from the chickens, etc. You can cook, and that's basically you preparing to go out. It'll be significantly increased healing, but at the same time it just takes a lot of time to do it. Obviously with the running speed of your character as well. Oh, excuse me, my throat. Well, we're gonna let's get some meat as well. That's the annoying thing as well. These birds will keep going into their bushes, and the rabbits you saw keep going in the bunny holes, and because of the speed of your character, it is quite tough. Well, I say tough, it's just frustrating to catch the animal and kill it, basically. Just kill it. So that's the meat. What am I looking for? I'm looking for another tree, aren't I? So if we chop that, get the timber. I'm not sure about the variety, how many varieties of armor and weapons you can get. Oh, I've seen on screenshots and everything that is pretty extensive, but I haven't really come across, an absolute huge variety. I've come across quite a few, but I haven't progressed in the game far enough yet, because this is the type of game you could play for hours and hours and hours and not really sort of achieve anything. You could just, I say achieve anything, not achieve anything absolutely significantly. It's just a one of them types of games that you gotta really sit down and have time to play it. Which I enjoy them type of games. I can get lost in them. The running speed, man, as well. Our running speed, you think he'd want to sprint. But like I said, it is early access, so developers are always looking for feedback, and they'll always capitalise on their feedback, obviously, and try to deliver the best experience they can for their players. But for a Ladder Games' first debut game as well, I think they've done a superb job, to be honest. A very good job with creating a game world and story. I love the setting as well, like a Nordic Viking setting. I love them type of fantasy games, and you really can get lost in this one. It is quite slow, but all games like this are quite slow. It's got a heavy use of crafting and resource gathering. Just went past a tree there. So even that pumpkin I picked up then, most of the things that you pick up can heal you, but if you save them, and like I said, create a kitchen, you can, I don't want to say upgrade it, but you get better healing stats if you cook your meats. And that's all the timber I need now. So we'll go back to the base. It's also good to mention that there's a feature to teleport back to your base. As you can see, would you like to move to the main map? but it'll cost you 50 coins, and I think that also scales with how many coins you have, and to be honest, it doesn't really seem worth it to me. And you could just go back. To the right it was. Also on the very far right, which I'll show you in a minute, there's like a storage chest, which you can use obviously to store your items. So while we're here, I'm going to see if I can cook something as well, because my health is dangerously low. Right, so if we craft now. Oh. Can I make meats? Yeah, see, I need bird meat and rock salt. Often you'll have to have more than just the one ingredient, more than just the meat to create your food. But as you can see, smoked meat health plus 140. You can tell that's already better, so you really have to prepare. Which some people don't like doing, some people do. Personally, I'm in the middle. If I've had enough of like the crafting element, I just want to go out and kill something, then that's when I'll get frustrated. But I also have bird meat. If you look as well, you'll see there's locked options. That's basically every time you upgrade your workstation, these different locked options will become available to you. So that's the reason to upgrade your workstations, is to basically have access to better healing. Better is the same for a forge, sawmill. Have access to even better weapons, even better armors. Let's see if I can just create something. No, that's it. But I can use the meat I've got to heal myself even more. Well, slightly. Plus 50. Plus 4. If you look at that health bar now, I didn't even see a movement. So that's the main problem. But other than that, the game's really fun. There's also a alchemy table. I haven't really tried that out, but what I want to do is either a forge or sawmill. I think the sawmill will actually be a better choice to upgrade this stick that I've got. I've just noticed though, the character's got a sword on his belt, but he is not using it. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but I don't know. Building stones we need for the sawmill. We can get building stones from that little dungeon area that is under the base. So we will go there now, get some building stones, get better weapons, and then we'll go out and kill some things. Go into a dungeon. I think there's a dungeon on the far right, about halfway on the of the map. Here you go. We'll just dig again. I don't know what the increasing your skills does though. I don't know if you get passive abilities for that particular skill, increasing it with that star system in the character progression window. But a new mastery level reached, minor level 1. I don't know if gaining a certain number of these increases your passive stats or what, I don't know. But if you see there, you can have a trader as well, and hunter and a farmer, and a carpenter. I haven't really come across these skills so far. I'm pretty sure they're not in the game. Because on the other start of the game you saw that map with the 5 different areas around, and I think that the middle one, the middle island, was a like a main hub for players, multiplayer. So you could like a trading station. where you can trade with other players, you know. It'll be interesting when it's finished, really interesting. And I'd recommend anyone to get this game, to be honest with you. If you like a challenge and you don't mind, well, if you like Terraria, basically, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's like a sandbox like that. It's really good. You can get lost in the game for hours. But watching a video like this might be a bit boring to start off with. I have played a couple of hours. I was gonna start off with all these. I had most of these workstations built, but like I said at the beginning, when your base gets attacked, if it gets destroyed, you lose and you got to start again. And that's what happened to me, because I just wasn't really paying attention. When you get attacked, this compass will have a big red X through it, and it'll come up at the bottom of the screen. Your base is being attacked. I don't know what was happening. I was oblivious to it, and all of a sudden it just went to the starting screen, and just basically you failed. So that was nice. Go here. Hunter's harness. Up. No craft. Here we go, a bone club. You need timber and fangs. Now I assume the fangs are going to be from them wolves. So I think we'll go back out now. The health's looking pretty good. We'll go back out, get 3 fangs, and we need more timber as well. But there's constantly something to do. You'll never be just aimlessly wandering around looking for something to do. At the start, I think you saw like a quest being given as well. Apart from that one quest, I haven't really seen any others. I think that's an implement. That's a mechanic that's going to be implemented later during the early access. Chop me down all the trees. Right, let's attack it. That kick I see him doing, it does more damage. I assume that's the critical attack. You can see in that character progression as well, it says critical attack plus so and so, plus however many %. So it'll be interesting to see when this game's finished, you know, what they've done, and the final state of the game. I just love the art style of the environments. The hand-drawn aesthetic of it is really quite good. They must have spent a lot of time like devising this world if it's hand-drawn, because it is very pretty. It is gloomy, but at the same time sort of colourful. It's hard to explain. It is gloomy but colourful at the same time. I don't know. I guess I just like it. I'll collect that now. I can't remember how many timbers we needed. We'll get 10 to be on the safe side. Twigs, that is. No timbers. Oh, that was a stack in. Dig. So this will be one of the tools, one of the things for the pick. You gotta really be aware of your surroundings as well when gathering supplies, because enemies can sneak up on you. And this happened to me quite a few times. I've had enemies sneak up on me and I've lost some of my health before having to react and change your weapon. Alright, we'll get one more. I don't think I can withstand another attack from a wolf, to be honest with you, with with the health that I've got at the minute. If we collect a few more healing items, I might be able to just about withstand it. Dry seeds, I'll just eat anything. Cold beans. Minus 80 HP, I almost went on that as well. Wouldn't want that. I'm pretty sure that that mounting with the door in, that's a dungeon. I'm pretty sure, if I do remember. But it's filled with all sorts.